Hey, welcome to that Bonehead Truckers guy YouTube channel. I am that Bonehead Truckers guy. That's me, not live and not in person, but I'm here on your screen, whatever screen you're watching. People leaving their trucking companies just because their pay changes. I've been through this a few times. Each time that the pay changes, I end up making more money. There was one time we were making salary. We just started up this dedicated account. We were making like $1,200 a week or whatever it was. And they came out and says, hey, okay, we're going to put this per mile, this amount per drops. I'm the kind of guy that writes all my records down. I want to see each load what I did, how many miles it was, how many drops I had. I write it down for every single load that I had. When they came out with the new numbers, I crunched the numbers, I put it down. So I'm actually going to make a couple hundred, $200-$300 more per week than what I was on salary. And we had some drivers that was like, oh no, the world is ending over here. And I told them, I was like, go back and do your numbers. You'll see that you're going to make more money. That rewards drivers that work. But the drivers that didn't work, they were washed out. That weeded them out. It's like, oh man, no more great easy money anymore. I actually got to work for this. And they ended up not making as much as what their salary was. All right. And then there was a time where we were getting paid by the hour, and it was a local job. We would have a lot of drivers sitting in their day cabs back in the back of the yard where no one can see them, and they were just basically riding the clock. I want to sit around and sit there and ride the clock. I want to do my work, going to the house. If all these other guys are slacking and lollygagging, well, and it says, hey, we need you to do one more load because we're busy today, I'd have to do it. But I was rewarded when they went from hourly to based on your productivity. I ended up making more. So why would someone quit their job? Just quit their job because of a pay change. The reason why they leave their job and the reason why they go freak out and go find something else is because they're not as productive as what they seem to. They crunch the numbers, say, hey, this is not going to work. So in other words, it's not the company's deal, it's a you deal. And now you're having to change jobs. You're going to miss how many weeks of pay. You got your orientation, which orientations, if they pay anything, they may pay $100. You may get maybe a load or two in by the end of the week. I mean, you're basically almost missing a regular paycheck right there. And that's one thing, if you're prepared for that. But if you're a job hopper, that could get pretty costly. So don't just leave just because of pay change. Because yes, a company's going to budget. They're going to budget and they're going to work things out to where it works for the company and the driver. I know this from experience. I've been on kind of, I wouldn't say both sides of it, but I see where the company is coming from when they change their pay. They're in it to make money, but they also realize that you're in it to make money. It's not like they want to run you off. Yeah, they'll run off people that aren't very productive, but they want to keep their good drivers. And the best way to do it is like, man, let's find something that we can work with here. Okay, that we can both benefit from. Say that company that changes their pay, the drivers that work efficiently and very productive, they're not going to see anything but maybe even a raise. Again, in my situations, they were, every time a company changed their pay, so I got a raise each time. So let me know what your experience is on this. How many times have a company changed their pay and then you actually lost money? I don't really hear it that often unless you deal, again, with lazy drivers that don't want to work. And you'll have that. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. We'll have more trucking videos like this in future as more trucking topics come to my head, and I got to get on here and talk about it. And but anyway, hopefully you guys have a good day, and I appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you next time, and don't end up on Bonehead Truckers. Just don't do it. It wouldn't be good for you. What happens when you have a Blue Tiger Elite Plus with a Blue Tiger Storm? What happens when these two get combined? You have the Blue Tiger Ultimate 2-in-1. Now this thing is extremely comfortable. The music plays really good. The phone calls are awesome. Oh my gosh, it's like putting pillows on my head. The other side comes off and it becomes a legal headset. This is probably the best headset. And listen, I've had the Elites, I've had the Elite Pluses, I've had the Blue Tiger Storms, I had the Solar, and so far, this is the best headset. Link is in the description, 10% off. Put in the discount code, make sure you get that 10% off. It supports us here on the channel.